Hi, I had a request for Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh. So that's what I'm going to show you today, or as close as I can get to it. There's so many guitars and parts, it's kind of like, wow, what to play, right? I'm tuned to open G. The song is in A, so I'm going to put a capo on the 2nd fret. You don't actually need a capo on the 2nd fret to play the song. And the tab will be written out as if there is not a capo there. But I'm frightfully lazy and I really like trying to do things with one finger. So I'm going to stick a capo on there. And that's just a pencil with a bunch of elastics. Very economical. This song is quite involved. So I'm not going to do a run through of the song because it would make for a very long video. So I'm just going to do part by part, starting with the introduction, of course. Okay, that's lick 1. So it starts off with a pre-bend. So you just pull the string a bit, like that. Then we slide up from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, and then the middle string, and then slide that slide again, and then the middle string. I try to catch the high string too. We could even just catch the high string. And then, to be tricky, because it's Joe Walsh, we're going to take the 5th fret and bend it slightly and hit the high string. And then hit the A, which is what the 2nd fret is, open twice. Try to do that slow. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same thing again. And then we're going to bend and go to 7, which is D. And there's a slight variation there where it does 2 mutes. So basically, there's variations throughout the entire song, because Joe Walsh is a really good guitar player, and he doesn't really like to do exactly the same thing all the time. I'm not going to try to follow all those variations. I'm going to stick, when we're on the 7th fret, to this feel. And when we're on the 2nd fret A, it's going to be like that. So that's your main intro riff. Now there's a variation, a very strong variation that you might as well consider part of the song, I think. And what happens here, it just bends this like 3 times, and then it does the pre-bend return to thing. You hear that? Bend, 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 return, 2. So we've taken up the time when we would have done the first. So we're going to the 2nd time we do that, which is, and that's bending on the 5s. Like that. Okay? And then it does. Okay, the next variation in the intro, another guitar comes in. Slide guitar, I think. Anyway, it does this lick here. Now, there's more than one guitar there. Actually, it's another guitar that goes up high, but I sort of combined the 2 of them into one thing. If you wish, you can try to hook it together with the other lick. Like that. I'm just going to stick to the 2nd guitar though. And I'm going to go up every time and not try to do any of the little variations that there are. There's quite a few. It's subtly different each time. I'm just going to do it like that. And of course the second time, I'm going to use that same rhythm that we were using earlier. I'll do that slow. It's just 2 5s, slide down to 2 4s on the top 2 strings, and then 2, and then it goes to 5 and slides very quickly to 4. And it does that each time. And then it's just 2 5 2 5 2. And then up to 14. And for the other part where it goes to the D chord, same lick. And then we just go 2 5 2 5. And we go to the D. And do our little mute hit. If you have trouble doing that second slide, because it's really quick, like that, you can skip it. But just remember to move your finger back up for that part, if you need to. And that takes care of the last variation in the intro. And now we go to the acoustic guitar part. Okay, so for the acoustic guitar part, obviously we're not going to switch to an acoustic guitar, so we're going to just sort of fudge it. Going to go E, F, and then we're going to go up here to 15 and 14, and then 14 and 12, and 10, 10, and then the A chord, whether you use your finger or the capo. Then we're going to go over here and go 14, 14, 12, 12, 14, 14, meaning the 14th fret on the middle and on the high. Not that's hit it 3 times. And then just twice on 10 and 9. And you can throw the chord in the first part there, you can throw the F in between like so you do that twice, I think. On the second time, you stop. It actually slows down. Stop here, and he does nice big acoustic chords. Once again, we don't have that, but we can just kind of go, which sort of ends that part. That's 9 and 7. Okay. Now, if you're still with me, we can go into the verse, which starts on an F chord, climbs up to an F chord. Now there's a reggae feel to this, but for the sake of the lesson, I'm just going to really play it very simply. And for the tab, I'm just going to write what the chord is. When you're playing along with the record, you can decide how you want to strum it, because there's a lot going on there. But I'm just going to go. That's about as simplified as I could do it. Does that 4 times. On the last one, climbs down to a G, and if you haven't used a capo, you can use an open G if you want, but I'm going to go up here because of how it works with the next lick, and I would anyway, even if I didn't have a capo. So here we are, we ended up on this, which is a C, then up to G, then G over F, and then there's a little lick. So that's G, climb down, wait till after one of the next measure, then you go C to G. Like that. Then it repeats the part we just did. this is where it goes, life's been good to me so far. And it has a little descending run. So we're going to go down here to C, 555. And then C over B. And then hit it again, and then 2. You can see why I put the capo on too. A lot less jumping around. Play the last little part of the verse. So those are the main parts of the songs. I think you can get through it with that. Have a great day. Bye.